What's up, everybody? I figured I'd show everyone how to first find Ocera before we begin our hunt. I've already got the counter up there because it shouldn't take me too long. As you can see, currently I am outside of the Temporium in Dennis, and what I'm going to do is you're going to see me go from right here. We're going to go out. You need to do this after you get the surfboard, so after the first dojo. You're going to go out. We're going to come north, up and around here. And we're going to eventually find our way into this cave, and then there's a specific place that you need to go once we get to that cave. So should be able to get there in the minute and 23 or so that we have left. So let's hit it. I've already gone ahead and healed. I'm going to lead off with my electric types, and hopefully we're gonna plow right through this. So I gave myself a couple of rules for this stream just because I want it to be an effective use of time, and for my sake, and just for you guys. In all honesty, it's going to be a little bit more interesting if I give myself some rules, right? I am out of sense. Actually, I'm going to go get some sense so I get there a little bit quicker. What we're going to do is, my goal is to get through roughly 100 encounters or so in about an hour, maybe more if we get lucky. That should give us hopefully, I don't know, maybe 5 spawns with a 5% chance. So that's the nice easy math, right? So that's ultimately the goal, is to get at least 5 encounters total. So maybe more than 5 spawns with double battles. And then the other thing that we're gonna look at in terms of, what is a qualified catch and what isn't, is any Luma, of course, is qualified. So that's definitely a win. But if I cannot find one that has SVs for both speed and special attack, specifically special attack because that is Ocera's best ability, or best stat. It maxes out at 110 base stat. So if I can't get one above 40 there and 40 for speed, then essentially I fail. Alright, so I just went into the cave. And now we're going to go up the staircase on the right here. I also want one that has the Hydrologist trait. Not the Mithrildism or whatever, the one that makes it immune to poison. Because I'd like for my water attacks to hit hard. Okay, and here we are. You see all the different people in here. So all I did was... Well, it's not letting me go back, but once I entered the cave, I went to the first staircase on the right, and then I hung a Yui, I guess, right in that middle level, and then here I am at the very bottom level, right by this waterfall. We're going to get rid of our scent, and we're pretty much just going to be swimming around here, hoping for encounters. Also, behind the waterfall here, if this is your first time here, what you'll find is 2 chests that are actually hidden. And it's what's nice about it is you get a technique that you can actually teach your other Tem as well. So make sure you check behind the waterfall. I am looking at the timer, and I'm noting that we've got an hour and 4 minutes up right now. So what I'm going to do is we're going to stop when the timer hits about 4. We're just going to take stock of what we found. So the timer will officially begin right when I get my first encounter. I am going to allow myself to run from single battles, but I will not run from double battles. So timer's at 103.56, so 104 it is. And I gotta get through as many as I can. The reason I'm doing this is, first of all, it's good leveling. These Kalazoos are actually pretty decent experience. So I'm going to kill them off in the double, but I'm just not going to waste time on the single. If you're wondering how I'm able to level 3 simultaneously, it's because I have the Coward's Cape, and I'll probably do a video to show you guys where to get it. Oh wow, we got lucky. So, second encounter, we've got an Ocera. Now my goal is to not kill the freaking thing. So, let's do this. Let's go with a DC beam, and then I'm going to swap out right away to my Saku. Now, the thing with Ocera is that it has battle traits, talents that cost just an absolute ton of stamina. So I'm going to want to take advantage of that because I'm going to have to slow play taking the Ocera out. And I'm really just going to focus on poisoning it and then letting itself exhaust itself to bring down its HP. See, as you can see, one cast of Tsunami and it's already going to be exhausted after this round, so you have to be very careful so I don't end up killing it. We're going to swap out with another water type. And like I said, I am going to be super boring because I don't want these to get away from me. With a 5% spawn rate. I was farming this last night and it took me an hour to get one spawn, so I was getting some terrible RNG. The only thing I'm going to do is attack it with water to slowly bring it down. And then repoison it. Oh boy, that's a little too close. I gotta catch it right here and now. Oh, it's got Hydrologist. Okay, so I don't necessarily want this one, but we're gonna catch it just for the sake of catching it. They're rare enough. Could be useful down the road. That's gonna bother me that I'm not saying that right. It's Hydrologist. I didn't even notice the first poison didn't go off. Hydrologist. Alright, so it's got the speed that we want, just for example, and it does not have the special attack. So we're just going to send it. We'll take stock when all is said and done. And I'm going to go ahead and pass on this trait for now, so that we can just keep rocking and rolling. Okay, this is our third encounter. Wow, back to back. No way. Alright, I gotta swap out to the other team right away. What did I do? There it is. Yeah, this was not the kind of luck I was getting last night. I can't believe we've already got 2 spawns. Alright, let's see if it's what we want. Okay. It's got the other trait. We don't necessarily want it, so I'm going to go ahead and just knock this one off. I have no interest in catching it. Just to get out of this battle quickly. Alright. This is more like what I was getting all last night. I'm going double chain lightning. And for those of you who don't know, Nesla has electric immunity with the right trait, so that's why I'm doing it. And it actually makes it so that once it hits Nesla, because it does 0 damage to Nesla, it actually heals Nesla. The chain stops at Nesla, so it doesn't matter. As long as Nesla is in the way of your other Tem, you can cast chain lightning. Okay, this is the 5th encounter, and this is already our 3rd Ocera. See if we get lucky with the trait this time. Same pattern. It's already going to wear itself out. Didn't do as much damage though as it did that one round. Okay, it's got the trait that we want. I'm just going to start throwing temp cards at it. I can't risk it killing itself. Alright, again. Temp card, temp card. Okay, poison fell off, but I'm not going to re-poison it. Come on, get lucky. No whammy, no whammy. Come on. Oh, don't hurt yourself. Alright, gotta get it here. Actually, I might have another turn. It's gotta rest after this. But I'd prefer not to waste all these. Come on. Get in. Alright, this is pretty much it before it hurts itself again. Jeez. No way. Come on. Oh. Got another round. Get it. Oh, come on. Oh, boy. Alright. This is awful luck. Come on. I'm seeing him tonight. I'm just not even getting close to catching him. Oh. Don't hurt yourself. No more tsunamis. There we go. Alright, let's see. It's got decent speed, but still below 40 overall. This one's decent. I'm just gonna, again, I'm gonna hang on to it just for tracking purposes, just to see how many we end up with. Look at these guys supporting their Lumas. Now let me adjust. I'm gonna move this over a little bit so we can see it a little bit more. I just wanted you guys to be able to see the stats, since Ocera is the alright, run. Ocera is the highest base total stat Tem in the game right now. That was the 6th encounter. We are not going very quickly, but it's because we've seen 3 of them so far, so. Alright, that was number 7. Encounter 7. Double chain in case we don't one-shot. Encounter 8. Get out of here. This is encounter 9. Goes a lot faster when you don't see them. Oh, I thought that was one for some reason. Looking through the rocks. 10th encounter, so we've done 10 encounters. We've seen 3 Ocearas so far, so I'll take those ratios. Currently a 30% spawn rate. Okay, this is number 11. Come on. Go wider loops here. Wow, let's go. Check by the waterfall. Everyone else has got an encounter. There we go. This will be number 12. This is number 13. Counter 14. Let's knock these out real quick. This will be encounter 15. Okay, and I think at the 50 mark, at 50 seconds, I'm going to do a 3-minute runoff to the time. Yep, so I'll run from this one. I'm going to do a quick 3-minute runoff, and then we'll resume. I want to make the want to get the timer in sync here. So I'm going to let it go for 3 minutes. I'm going to do some quick healing, and then we will be right back into the grind. So 3 minutes, that's 47 minutes to make sure that we are right at the time for the runoff. So let's heal up a little bit. Do I have anything? I just have balm. And kiwis. Alright. We'll just heal them back to full, and then I'll use a Temtem Essence if I get low again. So at 47 minutes, I'll jump back in. And then we'll be right at the timer. Alright, timer is almost back so that we are in line here. 30 seconds and we'll start hitting it again. So far I stopped at 15 battles. At 15 battles we had seen 3 Ocearas total. 2 were not the right talent. 1 was, but the SVs were no good. And that's time. Let's go. Alright, again, as a reminder, running from single battles that don't have OCRs in it. I have to fight the dual battles. And then SVs of 40 or above for special attack, as well as speed, is a successful grind. And then a Luma, obviously, is always successful, given the odds there. And then it needs to have the Hydrologist trait. It cannot have the anti-poison trait. That I have a hard time saying, so I'm not going to say it. Mithrildatism, or whatever. For your enjoyment, I'll say it again. Mithrildatism. Mithridatism. Okay, this is battle number 17. And we're running. Change up the positioning a little bit. And then if you missed the first part of the stream, behind the waterfall, there are 2 hidden boxes to unlock. So go up to it and hit F. You'll find 2, one of which is a tech that you can teach your Tems. Come on, let's go. Give me an encounter, let's go. Finally. This will be number 18. There we go. 18 encounters in. This is our 4th Oceara. So, again, we do our quick swap. I'm going to go with my poison givers and a water type. So I'm resistant to water attacks like tsunami. I'm going to poison it right away. And maybe get 1 water attack off, because it's not very effective. Yeah, because it's going to cast Tsunami. So I'm getting my poison off, getting a water blade off. Now it's exhausted, so I got to start throwing temp cards at it the next round already. Let's see. Moment of truth here for the poison. Not the one we're looking for. Alright, we kill it off. Wrong trait. Although that sound makes me kind of sad that we have to knock it off. Alright, we're going to run from Kalamazoo. Let's go ahead and run. Just making sure my tallies are right here. So we have 19 encounters, 4 of which had Ocera in it. Not bad. Less than 20 minutes in for the grind. Alright, we're running from this, which is number 20. Come on, let's go quick. Sometimes it takes forever. It's ridiculous. Alright, this is 21. We're running. Okay, this is 22, and we're fighting. So a little behind on encounters. We were going for a goal of 100. We got 42 minutes left. But we've also had some good luck with spawns, just not the right trait. The goal is only 5 spawns in an hour. We've got 4 already, so hopefully those ratios stay on our side. Encounter 23. And again, if you missed it before, the reason I'm able to level 3 at a time without one appearing in battle is because I have the Coward's Cape. An item that you can find through like a side quest after you get the surfboard. Okay, so this is number 24, and this is our 5th Oceara. So again, I'm going to stick with the format that I had before. Swap out right away, and then we'll test poison right away. And hopefully it's got Hydrologist. Ooh. Almost auto-attacked. Wouldn't have been good. Okay. So I got Hydrologist. I'm going to start throwing Temtem cards at it, especially because it's probably about to use a tsunami and start to weaken itself. I really don't want this thing to KO itself. Yep, here's the tsunami. It's going to lower its health quite a bit. So if we catch this thing, we want over 40 speed and over 40 for special attack. Big if, though. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Okay, good. Come on, you gotta be kidding me. This thing's gonna KO itself. I gotta catch it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Hydrologist. Oh, man. Awful. Really bad stats. We're still hunting. We have not found the Ocera we need. Brutal. 5 in, though. Only 2 of which had Hydrologist, which is what we want. And none of them having any decent traits. Or SVs, I mean. Bad SVs all around so far. This can be a frustrating hunt with the spawn rate, but we're getting really lucky tonight. This will be encounter 35, and we're fighting. There you go. I think since they have sense, they really need to add something in the game to increase encounters. That would be even better. For such a grindy game, there's really no way around it. This is encounter 36 we're running. My mouse is acting up on me. Not a good time for that. A little under 38 minutes left. Alright, we're fighting on encounter number 37. Fighting again. This is 38. I'm just going to start putting Nestle on standby for these. When I was farming last night, I was not one-shotting every single time, so a level 30 Genki helps. Come on. The game hates my timer. There we go. Okay, this is 39. We're going to ditch. Well, we hit our goal of 5 within... Oh, I'm sorry, that was only 29. Within the first 30, we hit our 5 OCRs that we were hoping for. So we're definitely getting better than a 5% spawn chance right now. So considering myself lucky there for the opportunities. So this one's actually 30. Sorry, I was saying 30s and that was in the 20s. So we're only 30 in. And we've seen 5 OCRs. So not bad at all. Much higher than the normal 5% chance, so I'm not complaining about that. Just not getting lucky on the traits at all. So this is 31. There we go, back on track. My tallies were off. I was reading it wrong. Okay, we're fighting here. I will say that if you're just mindlessly looking to grind, and you've got a Genki or a Nestle or somebody with Chain Lightning, especially with a Nestle since you're not going to hurt your own party with it, this will be number 33, then this is one of the best places to get some free levels. It's relatively easy to grind these up just because they give decent experience to get your party to roughly level 30 or so. I put very little effort into it last night and got Genki to 30. I caught a Nestle a little late. Nestle would have been there as well. But caught Nestle a little late. You can see Saku hit 30. And then I'm working on the SPATK right now with the Coward's Cloak on. And then as soon as I catch the right Oceara, the Kalamazoo is likely not going to be in the party anymore. And then when I get to the point where I catch Crystal, that one's going to get swapped out. But probably not going to be the one I stick with. Alright, encounter 34. Definitely missing a few things in the main party right now. Like a fire. I've got a melee with SPATK. I like the way he looks, so I think I'm going to stick with him. At least through the main campaign. And then obviously, have a bunch for competitive. And I'm actually been a big fan of Saku. Especially early on in the game, there's not many nature types. And he hits pretty hard with Botanist, so. But I've got my poison that I would normally get with Kalamazoo in the form of SPATK, so it doubles as a melee and a toxic or a poison. This is number 35 officially. This is 36. 36 in, 7 OCR seen. almost halfway through our grind session here. So hopefully there's another 5 or so Ocera out there that want to appear for us. This is 38. I think. I keep looking at the tally sheet. I'm not doing a very good job. This is 37 officially. I learned an ability on SPATK. I just didn't get to look at it, see if it's any good or what I need, or based on the stats I have on this guy. This is 38 this time. We're gonna run. We go 39. And we got another one. Nice. Okay, so this is our 6th one in less than a half hour. Okay, we're doing swapping right away. Alright, let's hope it's Hydrologist. And then let's hope it doesn't KO itself. Okay, it'll probably Tsunami in the next round, so we'll get 1 Water Blade off. Oh no. That can't be good. Well, it's got Hydrologist, so we know that. Alright, I hope it doesn't KO itself here with the Tsunami. Oh no. I'm getting nervous now. We're just gonna go temp cards right away. Nope. Couldn't be that lucky. Or could we? Nice. Okay. Let's check this out. We've got 40 stam, but not... Oh, wow. This is complete garbage. Okay. We're going to release this one. That's not even one I want to store. That was one fugly Ocera. Six, though. 6 and... Okay, so that was it right at the half-hour mark. So let's see if we can keep up those odds going forward. So that was only encounter 39 total. And that time I do have that right. Yeah, I'm not sure which part you hate what happens, but for me, I hate when it's just, you know, you got it down right where it's about to be caught. It's right in that perfect little area. You've got a status condition up of some kind, and it finds a way to knock itself out. Not sure if that's what you were referencing, Arco, but man, that is brutal. So we've got this one's 41, encounter 41. $42. Oh, thought that was one for some reason. Right when they peek through that little crack in the rocks, it's like you get real excited, and then you don't. So that was 43. Trying to do a little spaz running and moving here. That's 44. Yeah, it's actually a really nice combo overall. I just like the poison because it's somewhat predictable in terms of the damage, and then even then I can figure out if it has the right trait or not, if it resists, right? And then, you know, I use any water attacker really, just because obvious reasons, but that way if you hit it once, you can generally be pretty cautious. But love Nestle's electric synthesize. It's incredibly OP, especially with this combo. Alright, we got 46 encounters. And so far, again, we're at 6 Ocearas total. Not bad. Although they've all been fugly. Fugly looking Ocearas. Yeah, that's great. That's really good luck to have it with that trait. I was unlucky in terms of finding a good breeding pair. I really only found one that was viable to even really put in my party with SVs, and I spent way too long farming that thing with a much higher spawn rate than this. So I kind of gave up on that, but I found one that was just good enough to really get me through. And then I'm hoping I can either have better luck breeding down the road, or when I've got more time I can obviously farm for a better one. But the one I've got is okay. I'm just being pretty picky. Okay, this one is 49. Keep getting a little lag spike whenever my Tem come out. Like just for like a split second, like it holds on that screen. You ever have that happen, Yarko? 2 hours for your first OCR? Like overall, like you did not get a spawn for 2 hours? Because last night when I did this, I didn't stream it or anything. This is encounter 50. I didn't stream it, but I literally sat for an hour and a half and had 0 spawns. And then so far tonight, it's like, I don't know, like hotcakes. Like they rolled out a patch or something, or a quick fix, or a hot fix, and the percentage went up. But my RNG is crazy in terms of spawns. I just can't find one that has halfway decent stats. Whoop, did not mean to run. Maybe, shoot. Oh well. Oh good, it let me go back. For a while, I thought I was in the wrong place last night. Like I'm like looking around, I'm trying to figure out something other than Gamepedia, because obviously Gamepedia tells you this is where it is, and you go and talk to these NPCs, and they're like, they pretty much confirm, yep, this is where you find this thing. But I just couldn't believe it, how long I was here for without seeing one. Let's see, 52. Yeah, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I saw it, I think, once last night. It was kind of like, decided to go to bed because I had been at it for so long. And then ever since I came here today, obviously for the last, not even 40 minutes or so, seeing 6, I'm pretty happy about that. I'd love those odds to keep up because I have not found a decent one yet. I had seen that you can actually go all the way up to the top floor, but it's obviously a little harder to reach and it's kind of a pain in the butt. But I tried that out last night too, and I just was not. I didn't get any luck, obviously, so I moved back down here to try to find it. But I mean, hey, if the spawn rate stays as consistent as it is for me right now, there's no point in moving, right? So this one's 55. But if there is another place, I think that'd be nice to know. But this is the only one that people are saying is a decent spawn rate. Yeah, maybe that's why I'm getting that frame rate glitch or something when my two pop out every once in a while. Because you're right, it does get busy here, but I mean, you would think that the servers can handle this many people in a zone. Okay, this one's 57. Did you end up getting the hidden boxes behind the waterfall? Because there's a nice, if you didn't know about it, right behind the waterfall here, there's two boxes. One of them has an item, the other one has whatever their version of a TM is. I haven't even used it or looked into it yet, but I came across it randomly. Yeah, sometimes I look around and I notice I'm the only one moving because everyone, like right now, when everyone's in the middle of an encounter, and I'm like, man, what the hell's going on with me and my luck for spawns? Everyone else is battling. This is 59. Yeah, make sure you grab those chests. I can't even remember what it is. Actually, I'll pull it up for you real quick just so you can see what it is. I don't even know if it's worth you coming back and getting it, but I'm sure you're going to come back and farm again. But let me just pull it up when I get out of this one. Alright. So, I believe it was this one. It was one of these three. It might have even been the turbo choreography. Either way, it's one of those three, the courses that you can learn. This is encounter 60. Okay, so now spawn rate has dropped back down to 10%. For a while, I was rocking about a 30% spawn rate early on, getting those three spawns quickly. I would hope the encounter and slash spawn rate is somewhat glitchy just because of how inconsistent it is. Like what just happened there for me, where I literally took what equates to one step and I'm in the next encounter, and then those other times I feel like I'm wandering, like you said, for a minute, and it just gets a little chaotic. A little, not chaotic, I would say annoying is probably the best word for it. No, I started probably last week, so a little less than a week in, and I've been taking the game actually really slow because this is the first time I'm really kind of enjoying the grind experience. Like in Pokemon, normally it's just a race to the finish so you can get into the end game battling and all that. This has been fun because it's a little bit more competitive, and the thing I like about this game, with you only being a couple games or a couple days in, is that you don't have to wait till the end of the game to figure out if your IVs, or in this case SVs, are any good. You get to do it on the fly. So instead of wasting your time investing and trying to level up, like in Temtem, the TVs to 500, just to find out that, hey, your Mon at the end of a Pokemon game is complete crap, you need to toss it or go out and breed a new one, you can actually find one with decent SVs and then focus on raising the TVs. So that's the part that I really, really like about Temtem, having grown up with Pokemon forever. Oh, shoot. Did I just chain lightning that? Nope. There we go. DC beam. Okay, so this is Oceara number 7 officially. And 64 in. Swap him out. Alright, let's hope for Hydrologist. I think it's not. Yeah, not affected. Oh, that's a bummer. Alright, let's just knock it out. Bummer. Man. Of these 7 I've seen, only 3 have had Hydrologist, and they were all terrible SVs. But yeah, 0 Lumas for me, 1 in 6,000 chance. I haven't even started breeding yet or doing anything like that. Encounter 65. But I do, like you said, organize is probably the best way to put this game so far. Is just you feel like you know enough to make the right decisions. You can spend the extra time grinding. Like, I think I had 20 hours played before I even did the first dojo, just because it is very grindy, which some people hate, but I actually don't mind it. Because a lot of the time I'm not necessarily looking at it as grinding it. I'm hunting for Lumas, or I'm doing different things that make the game entertaining. And I do like the fact, and I know a lot of people are kind of complaining about it, but I really like the fact that Luma are as hard as they are to find, and I really don't mind that they dropped the ban hammer on a bunch of people who were exploiting and finding ways to increase the odds of finding Luma, because I don't think they want it to be something like in Shiny or in Pokemon where you've got a million Shinies or whatever, but they're useless, right? So the fact that Lumas have guaranteed 3 perfect stats make them very likely useful early on, and even later in endgame too, so you can use them in competitive. So I thought that was cool. It's annoying to know you have a 1 in 6,000 chance of actually finding one, but it's really cool to know that if you do have one, and you've earned it the right way, that you probably have one of the only ones, especially at this stage in the game. Okay, we're already at 68, and we've got 13 minutes left. I'm with you. It really doesn't feel like a grind. Even now, it's like, that's why I come here. The experience is nice. I've got, the combo of Genki and Nesla here, and I can carry at least one other that doesn't even have to enter the battle. But yeah, it doesn't feel like grinding. It's just been fun, which is really nice and refreshing. I have, Sword and Shield. I was playing it like crazy, and just one day I wasn't interested anymore. Whereas this game has kind of held my interest for the last week, which is pretty rare. Alright, that's number 70. I myself need to look more into breeding. All I know is that if you have a Luma, you're lucky enough to have one, and then you breed it, you have a 1 in 600 chance of breeding, you know, another Luma. But if you have 2 Luma parents, it's a 1 in 60 chance. So they still make it somewhat difficult to obtain, even with 2 Luma parents, to get an improved version. See, that's crazy to me. I've done well over 2,000 encounters. Actually, I was tallying. The Genki I have right now is actually a pretty high SV Genki, and I settled for it because I went 1,701. No joke. I have the tally sheet in front of me. Encounters with Genki with 0 Luma spawns, and I finally was just like, you know what? I'm gonna keep the one that has the best stats, and then I've got its breeding pair for later on. But I completely gave up on the Luma grind with Genki. I can't believe people are getting it at 1,000. I'm crazy jealous because I spent way too many hours, and it was pretty ridiculous. I have 3 videos which total 4 hours with 0 outcome just from doing past streams, and then I did a lot of it off screen too. There we go. Okay, this is number 8 for the Oceara and 73 for the total encounters. So again, let's knock him out. Let's get Saku in. Alright, let's go Hydrologist. Oh, come on. Alright, I'm just gonna knock it out. What a bummer. I'm seeing a bunch of them, but I'm getting really bad abilities. I'm not getting Hydrologist. Okay, I've got 9.5 minutes to make right on this. Hopefully I get one more. Okay, that's 75 right there, too. I'm actually okay with not seeing a Luma yet because I'm hoping that when I do, if I get it, it's something like, you know, an OCR or something. That would be crazy. I'm with you. You gotta stay, like, completely, like... If you don't grind for Lumas, you can't set yourself up for, you know, failure or just being sad in general about the fact that you're not seeing them. Yeah, you play the game to play the game, but it definitely derailed me from the campaign for a while. Like I said, 20-plus hours in before I even took on the first dojo. And that was just because I was having so much fun grinding and trying to hunt around and find, you know, little hidden areas and where I can find higher spawn rates. And then the SV hunting, even when I wasn't Luma hunting, I like having a team with high SVs, so. Yes, it is. It's the same guy that hunted Luma Genki forever and never got it. Hello, Justin. We were just talking about that, actually, how I spent 4 hours of stream and then way too many hours off stream, had well over 1,700 encounters total with Genki, and saw 0 Lumas in that amount of time. So, I gave up. Feels real bad. Have you had any luck with Lumas, Justin? Oh, it's pretty easy. All I do is there's a countdown website that you go to. What is it called? It's tickcounter.com. So if you go to tickcounter.com, you can create your own custom countdown timer or count up or whatever you want to do. And then I just, size it so that it fits nice and clean in the screen. All you do is you just do like a browser. You just add a browser to it, and you make the browser visible, and you're good to go. And that's the same thing I do with, the Gamepedia wiki. But yeah, I do use OBS. It's nice and user-friendly. Is that hell no to you doing the Luma? Sorry, we've got, I'm delayed about 30 seconds from chat. Okay, Luma Adorabos, okay. Have you seen any and whiffed on them? Because I have yet to see any of them. So I at least haven't whiffed on them, but I have not seen them. Here we go. All right, this is actually number 81, and this is my 9th Ocera. We'll see what we can do here. See, at least Yariko, you got the pair. You got the breeding pair, so you're good to go there. I'd take that over Luma's. I mean, the Luma's nice because it's got the look and everything, but it's not necessarily, the end-all be-all. Because if you've got competitive ones, hey, that's a win. Of course. Of course it has poison immunity. Alright, we're knocking it out. We're moving on. I'm down to 4 minutes, roughly a little bit more. Let's see what we can do in 4 minutes. Yeah, you see a lot of people with Lumas, but, I mean, in all honesty, after today, so they dropped the ban hammer pretty hard, the devs did. So how many people out there who are actively playing still have them versus all the people that got banned for exploiting and getting Lumas? So it's hard to tell. I think if you wander around the world now and you still see a bunch of them, those are probably the people that earned the Lumas the right way, right? Versus using a hack or a cheat of some kind, or an exploit. That's awesome. That's awesome to have a Nesla with the top 4 SVs at 40 or better. I mean, that's the dream. I mean, obviously you want them perfect, but I'm not sure how common perfect is really going to be in this game. It's competitive, obviously much more competitive than Pokemon, because that's kind of their credo, right? So how attainable that's going to be, I'm not sure. Especially when this thing launches its full release. How long did it take you to get your breeding pair for Neslas? Come on, let's go. Let's get into battle here. Okay, this one's 84, so definitely behind the goal of 100 encounters. That's okay. Let's just chain lightning and get out of here. $85. Alright, I've got 2 minutes. Hopefully we see one more. I'll take one at the buzzer. The game's taunting me right now. Come on. Oh, come on. You've got to be kidding me. This is ridiculous. Okay, that's not bad. Not bad at all, Yarko. I did not have that kind of luck with Nestle. I was grinding for a few hours, and I only, like I said earlier, only had one that I came away with that I was happy to take, and that's the one I'm using now. All right, 50 seconds. Oh, come on. Let's try if I can. Hopefully, I can get one encounter at least in the time left here after this. Okay, good. We got a quick spawn. 28 seconds. Oh, none. Bummer. So that was encounter 88. Or this is, I should say, 20 seconds. I'm going to break my rules, and I'm going to run from this real quick, see if I can get another one in. Yeah, Yukama looks sweet. I agree. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Yuck. 89 official total encounters. In those 89 encounters, I ended up seeing 9 Oceara, 3 of which had Hydrologist, and none of which had SVs over, I believe, 34 for the stats I was looking for. So, yet another failed farm grind attempt by me. So I hope you can enjoy my misery. Misery loves company. So thank you guys for keeping me company on this one. To answer that question, I've got way too much time clocked in this game because I have done nothing but the first island to this point in time. I think as I click play to do this, I was at 26 hours total. So I'm probably about 27 and a half at this point in time. Some of that is, of course, setting up streams and videos and stuff like that, but, you know, whatever. Playtime is playtime. But brutal. So I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. Thank you for keeping me company, keeping me sane for yet another failed attempt at trying to find an SV worth taking home to your mother. Maybe next time I'll get lucky. Feel free to join me. I'll probably be at it again tomorrow night. So appreciate it, guys. Have a good night.